My name is Dennis Holland. I'm the Market Development Specialist in Southern Iowa. And today I'm going to be doing some spraying, mainly just to check crop response. So here are my 7 treatments. I've got Enlist 1 here. And then I'm going to be doing 4-row treatments with 4 rows in between that are unsprayed. Pre-X, so group 15. Straight MSO. And the next one is glufosinate. Just Liberty 280 quart per acre. The Enlist glufosinate system, so everything including MSO, Pre-X, Enlist, glufosinate. And we have straight glyphosate, and then the glyphosate Enlist system down here. Each of these, like I said, will be 4 rows wide, and you can see there's 3 flags, actually 4. We'll start here, go all the way to the end flag. We're going to turn around and come back to the second flag, and then I'm going to do between the 3rd and 4th flags 2 times again. So I will have 1x, 2x, 4x as far as rates go in this plot. So today is Friday, so 4 days after I sprayed the plot, and looking at the crop response of these different products we put on here. So again, I'm standing in the middle of the 2x area here, and then from that flag to that flag would be the 4x rate of all these different treatments we put out on Monday, 4 days later. It's been warm, we've had some rain, so there's been a lot of new growth happening. These beans are getting to the point where they grow pretty fast. So we will look and see what we see for crop response. So this first one here, and I'm going to focus on the 4x area where we see the most response. So this is the Enlist all by itself with AMS. Everything had AMS in the tank. And when you look here, you know, you can see a little bit of crop response here, but really a lot of these plants are looking pretty darn good. So not a lot of crop response from straight Enlist. We'll move over to the Pre-X. Kind of the same story. In this 4x area, you do see some of the crop response, but the new growth is looking really, really good, coming on pretty fast. Like I said, it's been warm and we've had some rain. And this is MSO. Basically the same thing. We're seeing, you know, you really even see less crop response here. Maybe a little bit of just some speckling or some leaves that are a little bit crinkled up, but boy, it's pretty minor. The new growth is coming along really good here. If you notice some of this lower canopy speckling, that's from the first post strip we made like 2 or 3 weeks ago now, so that's what that's from. As we move over here, we're getting into just Liberty, and this one you can see a little bit more crop response. Liberty and AMS at a 4x rate. Kind of see some flash and some burning on the leaves. Maybe not quite as much new growth coming. That's the Liberty all by itself at 4x. And then 2x and 1x down there, which really nothing super noteworthy. A little bit of crop response here in 2x, then you get down to the 1x rate, and it's not, again, not too bad. When you get over into the Enlist, the whole system, so everything in the tank at the 4x rate, you can easily tell where I turn the boom on and off. So if someone does the 4x rate, obviously you're going to get a lot of crop response. But that's everything in the tank. And that's with Enlist, Liberty, Pre-X, MSO, 4x rate. Move over to just glyphosate. Not as much crop response here as you would see with the Liberty by itself. It's pretty, not uneventful there. And then you got the Enlist system again with glyphosate. And again, with all those chemicals in there at a 4x rate, you do get some crop response. Obviously the new growth looks pretty darn good again, but you can see where the boom was not on, where I shut it off at that flag. Definitely pretty big difference there.